Welcome back to the Mindcrack server. You evil scourge of inventory depletion, constantly making me cave around, tunnel through stuff, get more materials. Every time I make a stack of you, it takes a stack of metal, a stack of redstones, 4 stacks of cobble, and 3 stacks of planks. You bane of my existence. Today, we're going to be doing some construction on the lens, but actually I decided it might be fun, instead of dropping in on Mindcrack, we'd start with the my little testing range single player map where I fiddle with things. But we're not going to spend much time here because there's not much need, but today we're going to start the third branch of the lens, or the third arm. I don't know what you want to call it. I don't have a preferred name for it. And also have some general channel update stuff. I'll go into that once we get back into the lens on Mindcrack. But for now, we're going to be building the third arm, and it's going to contain cactus farms and reed farms. Sugarcane, I guess, is the official name. So at first, I considered having it be like the pumpkin and melon farm, where we'd have one on one side and one on the other side, and it'd be totally symmetrical. That sounded like a good idea at first because they're kind of the same. They grow 3 wide, and you harvest the top 2 and keep the bottom. They both grow on sand, but there are some differences which I'm sure almost all of you are familiar with, but I'll go over them anyway. One, cactus cannot be grown directly next to each other. You have to leave an open spot. Reeds you can grow in a straight line. Reeds require to be planted next to running water or source block. It doesn't matter which kind, as long as there's water next to them. Cactus do not. Reeds you harvest by pushing them off with pistons like this, or you can just hit them with your mouse. But I want to automate everything, so we're going to use the pistons. Cactus, if anything touches the block next to the cactus, they pop off like that. Okay, so with that in mind, instead of having one on one side and one on the other, we're going to sort of layer them so that we're going to have, again, with the one source block of water in the lens, we're going to have tracks of water with reeds, and then there may be cactus in between, or I'm not sure exactly how it's going to look, but it will be totally symmetrical in that there will be reeds on both sides and cactus on both sides, and we'll probably end up with more reeds than cactus because I don't have a lot of use for cactus except for dye, I guess. Reeds are very useful for the acquisition of emeralds, which we're going to get into eventually. Unfortunately, there's I don't even know where the closest village is. It's really freaking far away. So if I want villagers near my place, that's going to be a hassle. Anyway, what did I want to do next? Oh, okay, so this is the basic setup we're going to use. Redstone here, power and repeaters. Keeping these torches off. When you turn the power off here, the torches turn on. That torch powers this, and it powers this. This block lends the power to this guy, so they both go kersplat. And I just want to test the sort of the rates we get things back. Let me actually go ahead and turn creative mode off. I want to make sure I don't have any cactus or reed in here beforehand. And you'll notice a lot of times when you harvest cactus, the cactus here that pops off a lot of times will fall into the cactus there and destroy itself. But I decided I'm not that worried about it because I don't need that much cactus. But one thing I actually do want to modify is we're going to want this to be as efficient as possible. So we're probably going to do something like this, where we have water running underneath all the way. So actually, let me remake this real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is probably a little bit more accurate towards what we're going to be going for. We're probably going to have floating cactus like this. Not necessarily on stone, but just so that as much space around them can be can be collection area for the water beneath. So let's bump these guys back up to 3 each. Then we will turn off creative mode and get rid of everything. So I just want to see sort of what percentage of the... If we got 100%, we'd get 6. This is not like a very good experiment, because there's not a very large sample size. But I just want to see anyway. As long as we get some, that's enough. Because, again, this is about being excessive and making a cool big farm. I don't really need the cactus. What I do want is a lot of these reeds. So one thing I want to see is that none of the reeds ended up here. They didn't. Let me swap back to morning. So we ended up with 2 out of 3. That's good enough for me. And we ended up with 10 reeds. Oh, I'm not in creative mode. 10 reeds out of 10. Excellent. So we got all the reeds and most of the cactus. That's good enough. Let's head back to Mindcrack. And here we are, back on Mindcrack. We're here in the lens. Okay, so this is going to be the 3rd arm. There's the wheat farm there, unfinished. A lot of work left to do on that. And the gourd farm, unfinished. A lot of work left to do on that. I still haven't started harvesting ice to make stuff collect faster. Still have to do that. I would like to get... I would like to get all 4 arms, sort of the framework set up. Like I've done here and here, so that we can start to make the whole construction one thing. We've just started to do a sort of a renovation or a finishing pass on the inside to detail things, make it look nice. We have a lot of work left to do, but you notice I waited till I had all 3 levels of this done. And I had to wait for the patch too, but I waited till I had 3 levels done so that I could have a consistent look among them. I'm going to do the same thing for the exterior section of the lens, which means everything outside of these 3. We're going to wait till we have all 4 arms done before we start to try to figure out, for one thing, what to do with the rest of these paths. We may have to update the stair system. And we're also going to put some trees, a tree farm in here somewhere, 4 different ones. Anyway, okay, so we're going to build the new arm out here. 1 source block of water like before. We're going to be doing some similar stuff to here, making it branch out, but it's going to be a little different. So here's a little mock-up of the basic simple system we'll be using. Redstone torch there, like so. And while I'm doing a little bit of building, I said I had some channel update stuff. I'll talk about that now. Won't make you wait for that too far. Let's see. Okay, first, just started Transformers Fall of Cybertron. War for Cybertron was the first. This is the sequel. I really liked the first game, so I'm doing a Let's Play of Fall of Cybertron. I'm having a lot of fun so far. And I expect to put out about 1 of those a day. And in the long run, they shouldn't interfere with other videos I put out, the Minecraft and the Skyrim. Speaking of which, I get comments pretty frequently, and I guess it's my fault, but I get comments pretty frequently about people being surprised that I have a Skyrim Let's Play. That's right, the Linkso the Nightcat videos I put out on... Is this right? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, that's right. The Linkso the Nightcat videos on my channel are Skyrim. It's a Skyrim Let's Play. Linkso the Nightcat is my character. He's a Khajiit thief. Likes to steal everything as long as it's not nailed down, and sometimes if it's nailed down, he takes it anyway. I keep getting comments like, I had no idea you had a Skyrim Let's Play. I have to go watch it now. So, yep, I definitely have a Skyrim Let's Play. I think I have 36 videos up now. I just finished the Thieves Guild and moving on to a little bit more of the main quest and then probably on to the expansion soon. And I'm going to continue mostly maintaining every other day Mindcrack, Skyrim, and Transformers War for Cybertron shouldn't interfere with that, so at least for the time being I should be averaging 2 videos a day, almost. Probably not every day, but most days. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm just gonna do that. Let's see, that's gonna come out to past there. We're gonna get rid of that guy. This efficiency pick is going crazy. Okay, next, the fan art contest, which has been running for about 3 weeks, or almost 3 weeks. I've gotten almost 100 submissions at this point. And a few things. One, I'm going to be, due to some feedback I've gotten from a lot of people, I'm going to be altering the rules a little bit. So here's how it used to go. I was going to be giving people $25. Oh, I need to jump down and look. I don't know if that's right. $25. Yeah, I like to have this one, and this one, so they're all sort of offset. I was going to be giving people $25 and a t-shirt of their choice. A lot of people, an overwhelming number of people, have told me, and they in the little form where you would join the contest or enter the contest, where you would put in your PayPal account, they've said, I don't want the money, just keep it, but I still want the t-shirt kind of thing, more or less. So what I've decided to do to simplify things, because a lot of people don't even have PayPal accounts, some people are too young to have PayPal accounts, I've decided that instead of giving you $25 and your choice of shirt, whatever design you want, and whatever material you want, I'm going to give $0, but 2 shirts. So you get 2 shirts, any design you want, any material that Spreadshirt offers. So you could get the winning design that you made, and then someone else's design, or 2 designs you didn't make, or 2 of your own design, whatever you want. So you can get 2 shirts or 1 sweatshirt, because the sweatshirts are more expensive, and it works out to about the same amount of money. If you get the nicer fabric, it's going to be at least $25 for me anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So 2 shirts or a sweatshirt, your choice, and depending on what you pick, the contract will reflect that. It'll say you agree, whatever, Zisteau gets to use your art, you get a sweatshirt, or Zisteau gets to use your art, you get 2 shirts, whatever. And also, I've had a lot of people ask for more time to work on submissions. They've said that they've been working on submissions and they just need more time. There's one person in particular said they were painting something in real life and then they were going to scan it. So I decided to extend the deadline an extra month. It's going to be a 2-month contest. I've already got like 100 submissions. I'm probably going to pick a lot of winners, to be honest, like more than I thought. I've got at least 5 right now that I know are going to be winners that I think are good t-shirt designs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that? That's all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Drop. Why is that like that? I can't. I guess it doesn't matter because we're not making it that length anyway. Okay, so let's see. Does that cover everything? I talked about the t-shirt contest. I talked about the video. Oh, okay, so one other thing. There's been a few delays. I was waiting on the next Super Hostile. I didn't know, and at first Vex didn't know either, that Waking Up was going to be a Super Hostile. That's a commission from the person he's gotten commissions from before, and it ended up becoming a Super Hostile eventually, and 2, 3, 4. Now a bunch of people are already pretty far into it, so I don't think I'm going to jump into it. I'm going to continue waiting for the Super Hostile map I've been waiting on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and drop. Okay. So I will be playing that as soon as that comes out. Hellfire Chasms or Caverns. Hellfire Caverns. Maybe that's it. I can never remember the exact words, but I'll be playing that when that comes out. Which last time I talked to him, he said was the end of August, but that might change. because big projects like that take a lot of time. So I'm not trying to rush him. I'm not in any rush. He can take as long as he wants. I'd like to have the quality goods. Is that right? Yep, that's right. So I'll be playing that. There is also, I mean, next time we record Ultra Hardcore, I should be available, so I should be recording that. I don't know when that is right now. So, yeah. And in addition to that, there is something else I wanted to do, a series with Mindcraft that I've been thinking about doing for a long time, and I'm going to start. The only problem is the patch has thrown a wrench in the gears. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The patch has broken a lot of things, and it made it impossible to do what I wanted to do previously. I'm going to be a little vague about it, and I don't even exactly how I end up doing it is going to vary once I start figuring out if it's even possible. I'm going to be vague about that. You're just going to have to you're gonna just be mystified. Mystify yourself. Okay, so there's that, but if I will say if the issues with it related to the 1.3, 0.1, and 0.2 patch are not resolved within the next week at the longest, I'm going to revert a jar to 1.2.5 and play it in that version. I wanted to have the most updated version to play it with, but if it's not possible or if it's taking too long, I'll revert to 1.2.5. So there's something coming. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it should be fun. Let's see. Oh, we dropped here. We can actually bash this guy. This efficiency pick, I'm thinking of just not using it for construction because it's. See what I just did? Okay, let's wall that off. Let the water drop. I just want to make sure these lengths are right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is correct. Yeah, efficiency picks are terrible for. Let's go. Yeah, what? That works fine. See what I just did? You gotta stand at basically max distance, so you can it's only possible to hit the one. I guess there was nothing back there anyway, so damned if you do, damned if you don't. Okay, so now that I've talked about all that, I think that's everything. If I forgot something, I'll come back to it, I guess. So let's see, that's the water. We can start demolishing this part I made over here. What I decided to do was to worry about the reeds first because they require the water, and the cactus we will sort of try to fit in as we go, or try to keep in mind, because it's going to be floating more or less in regards to where the water is. We're still going to need to power it, but that it's going to be more flexible. So we're going to bring the water here. You can see one thing I did is just to help me visualize, I moved this over so it's actually centered with this center line. So the power is going to be going down this center line. Here's the pistons. The water is going to be under here. The reeds will be here. So we've started drawing where the first section is going to be. This is going to be a shelf that starts there and comes this way. And it's, I guess it's, we may come one more length and then go out. I haven't totally decided that either. But then we're going to go down and out and that way, and it's going to go that way farther. So I wanted each of these farms on each side to use the same principles, the same sort of ideas, but to have different shapes and forms dictated by the properties of the different objects, the pumpkins versus the reeds, for instance. So it's not going to be this shape. So we're going to have a slightly different shape. I'll continue working on this, and I'll give you another update once I make a decent dent in it. Alright, so this first little section is done. I just wanted to, fully... I know I said we weren't going to be doing the wiring this episode, and for the most part we're not, but I wanted to add the pistons and the reeds and the repeaters and everything else for one little section, just so we could see how bulky it's going to be when everything is added in. Whoa, careful. So this section works. We've got reeds here. We got nothing to catch them, so they're going to be wasted. Whoops, we're going to be... The fall damage is really weird now. You get random damage out of nowhere sometimes, but those all work. Oh, that last one isn't working because I extended this up here too far. But when we're actually making this for real, when we wire up the final wiring, it will work. So no worries there. What I'm gonna do now is cover up the all the pistons and the wiring really quick, just to see what that's gonna look like. And we're covering up this block so that we can't see the piston when it's extended like it is right now. And right here, let's do that. And that should prevent us from seeing the pistons on that side. We're going to leave this little side open because may go this way a little bit farther. Haven't decided yet. But I'm interested in seeing what it looks like when we cover it up and what the overall shape and bulk of it is. Put those there. These guys here. Okay, that should cover the tops. Let's think about something for this. Get rid of this torch. So we can definitely do that. And then for these edges here, maybe we'll do something like this here. Break this and that and that. I exchanged my pick for a just an unbreaking one because it was just stuff was breaking too quickly. Maybe we'll put those on the edge like that. Maybe something to that effect. Then if we do this, hit the edge of that block. Like so. I think it's gonna look pretty all right. Just as an initial pass, without any kind of there's no lighting up here. I mean, we're gonna put torches, but we will eventually get rid of all the torches in the whole place and add in redstone lamps for everything. But for now, I just want to see the general shape. Let's leave this last row exposed. So let's see if that's like this. I guess we should put a full block there. Something like that. That looks kind of cool. Maybe maybe here we should do that. And that? I don't know. Something to that effect. Just gonna... Oh, you can still see this. Yeah, that's no good. Can't have that. Okay, let's put the that back then. And exchange this one as well. See what that looks like. Alright, that's good enough for now. Alright, stop deliberating over it. Let's see, I can't put torches anywhere there, but that's okay. Nothing can spawn there. So let's just make sure the bits where things can spawn is nice and bright. That'll be bright enough. Half. Something like that. That's good enough. Okay. But I like the way it looks. It looks kind of cool, even though it's all just the one material. Let's get up top and see what that looks like. Jump up to that ladder. Let's go around the edge, actually. Do a little parkour dash. Oh, well, yep. Terrible at parkour. Okay, so that's the initial little... That's a lot of bulk for a little bit of reed, but it's automated, which is the point. I think it looks pretty cool. But now, what we're going to do, we're going to do one more thing in this video. We're going to track this water... I may go this way one more, or we may just turn here. We're probably going to turn here, drop it, and go that way. So that's going to be the last thing we do in the video, and then we'll call it a day. Alright, we got one last thing to do. The tracks that I'm going to build today are set. You can see them kind of there. All kinds of craziness with the aqueducts. So I'm going to break the leaf block, and we're going to chase the water down and watch it spread through all the different aqueducts. Dash through here, it hits here, splits into 3, comes down here to hit the shelf we already made, goes that way, and it's going to split here, and come down and hit these lower shelves. I can probably get onto that. Oh, I forgot to break that one. Let's, oops, did I just throw 2? Let's run over to this side, which I knew, yeah, okay, so I broke these, the block holding the water back. So we're going to build a shelf going down this thing, just like this guy, that's going to hold reeds on the sand. I took the reeds out because every time I shut the water off, they pop off. I don't want to lose them until I have a zillion point 5 of them. Whoa, careful. This one is still extended because this is not quite set up right yet. But, so next time we're going to continue with this, and we're going to try to see where we want to put the cactus in, and we may extend this way as well to maximize our harvest. So I guess that's the end of the video. Did a pretty good amount today. Built all of this. That's a lot for one video. Holy cow. Last thing I want to do is jump down here and... Oh, no, too far. No, go back up, buddy. Go up. I want to see... Wow, look, look at that. It's the Fork of Doom. I want to see what this thing looks like from the ground. Let's go take a look. Hey-oh! Oh! Okay, apparently I don't always survive that jump. Most of the time I do with my, unless they like did some sort of stealth nerf on the falling damage, which I'm not really aware of. Alright, managed to get everything back without too much trouble. There it is, starting to fill out that huge circle, the huge outer circle of the lens. There's the wheat farmer. I guess it's going to stick out a little farther than the other two, which is okay. They don't need to be absolutely symmetrical. That would be a little too boring. Overall, I'd like it to be the general shape of a circle when we're done, but who knows what's going to happen. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys later. Take it easy. Have a good day. Bye.